Rocket Lab stock is taking off ever since some exciting news was announced for the company during last week's earnings report. Here to break it all down for us is MarketBeat analyst Chris Markoch. Chris, really some exciting news about some big launches for this company.
In their earnings report, they said that they had a record number of launches of their Electron rockets during the last quarter. And I believe they said it was over 1 billion in backlogs in terms of launches for the company. So very good news for the long-term shareholders. Sets up very well for the company as far as the path to profitability, which is important going forward.
I think there was also some earnings beat excitement in the report or the earnings report that came out too.
The company is, they're not profitable yet, but they're getting closer. You can see the path to profitability, and the revenue just keeps getting higher year over year. That's what investors like to see.
Let's talk about all of the trading interest in this stock. There is
Yeah.
a lot of people
Yeah.
looking at Rocket Lab right now.
Yeah, and some of them are not looking at it in terms of going long and investing for the future. Some are looking to short it. This is a fairly high short interest stock.
Yeah, Chris, a lot of traders are really interested in this stock right now. There's some
Yeah.
pretty high short interest numbers right now.
In addition to having investors who are looking to buy the stock and hold it for the long term, you've also got a lot of traders looking to short the stock. Short interest in Rocket Lab right now is up about 19%. I think you and I were looking at that before we came on. So it's down a little bit in the last month, but it's still 19% short interest is still considered very high for a stock.
If you are new to trading in these high short interest stocks, MarketBeat has a free report that anyone can click on right now in the link below or in the corner of your screen. You can also scan the QR code. It's a guide to high short interest stocks and how you can profit off of those as you are new to your investment journey. We've talked about short interest for Rocket Lab. Let's talk about the price and what
Right.
analysts are expecting. Right now, this stock is trading way higher than what anyone really thought.
If you go on the market beat page for the analyst forecast, the consensus price has it at about $14.72. So that's almost $5 higher than where the stock's trading right now. But since I wrote my article, both Cantor Fitzgerald and Bank of America raised their price targets significantly for Rocket Lab stock. Bank of America went from $10 all the way up to $30. Cantor Fitzgerald went from $7 all the way up to $24. So you're starting to see sentiment where analysts are raising their price targets above where the price is now, which then suggests that the stock could go higher. And getting back to that short interest point we were just talking about, that means this may not be a good time to be shorting the stock because you could get caught in a squeeze.
Absolutely. With it being this high already, do we see
Yeah.
a risk of it coming down, or are some of those new analyst predictions maybe something to look towards? Could this go even higher yet?
It could go higher. It wouldn't surprise me if there was a little bit of a pullback when a stock goes up this high, this fast. It's ripe for people that are for short-term traders who are looking to just take some profit, get some money off the table. So it wouldn't surprise me if it goes down. And keep in mind, those price targets are probably, for 12 months out. So it wouldn't be surprising to see the stock come down a little bit, then see a lot of institutional interest in buying the stock at a little bit lower price, and then see it go back up again. And of course, if you're long on the stock, you're long and you just believe that the price is going to go up, and so you're going to probably stay the course, and you might even want to see a little bit of a dip.
Now, we've talked about Rocket Lab a few times on this channel, and the
Yeah.
people who are investing in this company are excited about the space race and everything that Rocket Lab brings to
Right.
the table for that. Talk about some exciting advancements happening in this industry and specifically for this company.
We're in the middle of, I guess, a new space race is what I would call it. And instead of it being, I think in the 60s, it was the United States and the Soviet Union. This is more of the United States and China in terms of we're trying to get that next lunar landing with human beings on the moon and then ultimately to get to Mars. Rocket Lab's a part of that, but right now, that's in the future. Right now, the next step for Rocket Lab is their Neutron rockets, which have the ability to take on a slightly larger payload than their Electron rockets. And the good news that came out of the company's report is that they are still on schedule to have those launches execute starting in 2025. That's just, again, more revenue for the company, pushes it closer to the path of profitability. And that's good news. That's what investors want to see. The company is about more than just launches. but right now launches is where they're generating a tremendous amount of their business.
Let's talk about the current economy and kind of some different factors
Yeah.
that might impact the investment into the space race moving forward.
I think the space sector is gonna be okay. Obviously, we're just not really sure how all of the government efficiency efforts that the Trump administration is going to undertake is going to affect that. Where are some of the cuts going to come? Where are they not going to be? I think we're going to be okay here as long as you don't see the economy jump into a massive recession, which doesn't look like it's going to happen.
Let's talk about those people who might be new to Rocket Lab, just hearing about the stock because of this
Right.
big takeoff. Is now a time to buy when it's taken off this much? And let's back up a little bit and just talk about how unique a run up this fast and or this big, this fast is for stocks like this.
You always have to be careful when you look at price action like this when you have short interest that's as high as Rocket Labs, because you have to wonder, is this new money coming in on the sidelines, or is this money short investors who are now covering their short positions now that the stock's gone higher? That's going to take a little bit of time to play out. Um, if I were interested in buying the stock, I think the question you have to ask yourself is, are you looking at this as a short-term trade or as a longer term investment? I think the answer might be a little bit of the same, which is if you're investing in it as a trader, I think you're going to want to wait to see it try to come back a little bit and then you try to get in. If you're an investor that's interested in taking a longer position on the stock and you believe that the stock's going to have a lot of growth coming in the next 5, 10, 15 years, I think it's okay to get in now and just, you don't maybe have to go all in, but maybe take a smaller position and then just add to that position over time.
Some good information, Chris. Thank you so much for your time today talking about this stock that has really caught a lot of people's attention right now. If you want to learn more about Rocket Lab, we've got several other videos we've done on this company. Check out those on our channel. And as always, thank you for watching and happy investing.